Hey everyone, MTash here, and I wanted to have a chat with you. It's Saturday, I'm doing some resin, some daily commissions, and I've been looking at leaks. I've been looking at a ton of leaks, and I'm a little bit worried about Genshin Impact. I'm a little bit worried about the future of the game because of some of the stuff I'm seeing and some of the lack of stuff I'm seeing. Now, there's 2.8 betas going on, and there's a bunch of information on Sumeru and Dendro and future characters coming. And I'm sure there'll be more. And I'm sure as time goes on, the betas may even test different things. What I mean by this is, there might be one Sumeru beta which is testing out some of the characters and different things, while another one may be testing features, right? We might not see the full picture in the first set of testing, but I'm scared. I'm very scared. Because currently there is a lack of information on any sort of endgame or replayable content coming to Genshin Impact. And I think that this might be the end. Let's talk about it. But first, a word from our sponsor. Raid wanted me to look back at one of my first promotions that I ever did with them, and this is when I first started my account. I was excited with a few of these epics that I got, but everything has changed since then. I legitimately play Raid every day, and I've been playing for over a year. I've got a ton of different legendary units now, but the game has changed a whole lot since I first covered it as well. They added a second clan boss called the Hydra, and they have this massive Doom Tower with a ton of different floors and bosses to fight. But there's a ton of events going on right now in Raid Shadow Legends. Not only are they doing a fusion event for a brand new legendary, you can get a different free legendary, and all you have to do is log in for 7 days between now and July 20th to take part in the special Deliana Chase event. This brand new legendary high elf has a wicked support kit that will carry your team throughout Raid Shadow Legends. So click the link down below or scan the QR code to get started today. There's also a free promo code, MyDeliana, that you can use to get a bunch of experience to level her up quickly. New players can also get a free starter pack worth almost $30 with a epic hero as well as some other goodies. This free champ is actually really good on bosses. And last but not least, the summer solstice is starting with the Path of Light, a place where you can earn a bunch of rewards just from playing the game. And there's also some new skins for Trunda, who I actually recently got and is one of the hardest hitters in Raid Shadow Legends. Raid has been sponsoring me for over a year, and it's legitimately changed my life. So do me a favor, click the link down below if you're interested in checking this game out. It's really fun, and it would help out the Tashman a lot. Or, use the QR code, wherever the hell it is. Thanks. Unfortunately, my sponsor can't help with these terrible rolls. And unfortunately, Hoyoverse can't help with having stuff to do in this game. I've seen leaks about the characters. I've seen leaks about weapons. I've seen leaks about elemental reactions. I've seen leaks about events coming. And the Primo Gems and stuff that's in the events. I've seen a lot of stuff that's coming out. A lot of it is 2.8. But there is some stuff from Sumeru launching. And, maybe we won't see anything big until the live stream for Sumeru. But I worry that if these leaks don't start showing some sort of endgame or some sort of replayable content, it's going to be time for some people to move on from this game. It's going to be time for some content creators to realize that there's not going to be anything else to say. And other than covering a new character when they launch, right? A new banner is always exciting. Is this character good? How do they fit in the meta? There typically isn't enough content in this game to be a content creator. And so I can imagine a lot of people will exit after Sumeru. Now, if Sumeru launches, and we've got, craftable weapons that may be compared to things like the Ketch, right? I've got the Iron Sting. This is a pretty awesome weapon made specifically for Kazuha, essentially, because it's got this awesome elemental mastery and some cool elemental damage. If they can bring some game-changing craftable stuff, if there are some, big secrets. I remember when Dragon Spine dropped, and you could get a free Claymore, and you could get the blueprint for the Claymore. That was really exciting. And for the first couple of days, some people didn't know, you can actually get a free Claymore. You don't even have to craft it. As long as you light the torches in the room where you got this blueprint from, you can get a free Claymore. And people were like, what? I can get a free one? And it was very exciting. And, you know, I feel like Genshin Impact, with the exploration, with the world, when we first started playing this game, incredible. We're exploring this, having a blast. They released Child, and there's a new boss to fight. We get Dragon Spine, and it's popping off. And then we got some lulls, and we got some, you know, some slow times. But then last summer, we got the Golden Apple Archipelago, and, you know, it's gone now. But we got this awesome region to explore, some cool puzzles, even in that little limited time region. There were some puzzles that were better than some of the main puzzles in the other worlds. And we got Inazuma, and this was a good exploring, but it was, you know, a couple islands, and then they added another island, and, you know, it took some time to really get there and fully see everything. And then we got Enkinomiya, and that was awesome as well. And the exploration is cool. And I know that when Sumeru launches, there will be a ton of exploration. And if Sumeru's launching right after the re-release of the Golden Apple Archipelago, I think people are going to be laughing, because exploration, chesting, and questing and all that, Jesus Christ, that's bad. Doing the exploration stuff is what a lot of the player base enjoys. The casual players enjoy that. But the only unfortunate thing is eventually that does run out. And if they don't add replayable systems and endgame systems that you can enjoy and challenge yourself in, again, for the 550th time, why do I have all of these weapons, artifacts, characters? For what purpose am I doing 150,000 damage if there's nothing to use it on? And I don't know if they will bring an answer to that question. But if they don't, and they don't bring some sort of roguelike or dungeon that you can replay, something that doesn't require resin, I think what you're going to find is less and less motivation for this stuff, less and less motivation to play the game, and when people are done exploring Sumeru, they're just going to quit. And they'll wait until Natlan, or they'll wait until another thing, because that's where I am. I'm in the camp where, after I've beat Sumeru, I know that I'm probably going to have to go month after month after month after month of not having fun, of doing events that the majority of the time I don't enjoy. For what? So I can save up for another character that won't change my account? I can beat the Abyss with 2 units. So why would I get excited about that new character? Well, they're fun. And they are fun. To an extent. But at the same time, if I look at my account, blowing up all the hilly churros in a camp with Raiden Shogun isn't fun anymore. And it isn't fun on Xiangling, or hitting them with a meteor, or sucking them up and instantly killing them, or doing one ability, or slashing a couple seconds with Ayato. It isn't fun anymore, because there's no stakes in it. And the Abyss, I can do it with 2 characters! Like, I'm sure the new character will be fun going through the Abyss and seeing what they can do, but it doesn't matter. If that makes sense. It doesn't change anything. I can already beat it with a handful of other characters, and now I can beat it with a new, awesome, powerful character? Great! But they're not opening a door to beat something new that I couldn't beat before, or achieve something that I hadn't already achieved. And I think that that factor and that drive is hitting more people than just me, because I'm the guy that always talks about this. I'm a sweaty gamer. I like raids and hard bosses. I like hard stuff. But more and more people are starting to become disenfranchised with the game. And if they don't add those things to make all these passives and damage and reason, like, why do we have all this if there's nowhere to actually use it? And I don't think I'm alone, because I'm noticing it in the community. More and more and more people complaining in the comments and in my videos and when I'm streaming. It's not just me anymore, because for a long time it was just me. I'm the guy that's the ass. I'm the guy that, oh, well, you just don't like the game. I do love the game. This is one of my favorite games I've ever played, but they don't want me to play it, because in a few moments, I'm about to use the rest of my resin, and there's no reason to play anymore. And you can only do that for so long. And, you know, you can throw a new region in my lap, and I will explore it, and I'm going to have so much fun. I cannot wait for Sumeru. But I'm terrified for the week or two after Sumeru, and I realize my fun is gone. It's not going to come back for potentially months, for potentially a year. And by the time Sumeru launches, we're looking at like 2 years into this game. And that's the scary thing, is they haven't come up with any long-term systems in 2 years. They're still trying to get all the regions. But if that's the case, maybe they're going to be so busy just getting all the regions that are supposed to exist in this game out. For years, there might not be endgame. Because the game isn't done. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there might not be replayable long-term systems. The Abyss was it to tide us over, but they need to focus on getting all these other regions. And so if that's the case, I need to just accept that I can enjoy this game whenever there's a big brand new region, and all the FOMO stuff in between with a free character here or a free wish or two there. If I'm not hyper invested in getting new characters, I'm not hyper invested in the game, I need to let go and just accept that I'm not going to have every random 4-star weapon that drops and every constellation that might drop for a random character. And I'm going to miss out on Primo Gems, and I'm not going to do my daily commissions, because even if I did do the daily commissions, it doesn't matter. And it's really sad. It's really frustrating. But I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be in that position sooner rather than later. I'm already hearing it a lot in the community, and if the leaks don't start showing some sort of progression towards giving us a purpose, I think that as the casual game that Genshin is, people will move on from it when there's not a bunch of hype stuff to do, because it's a casual game. Why would you play it like an MMO when there's no benefit to playing it like an MMO? Okay, I can get a few wishes extra, but at the same time, I could go get a part-time job and get more wishes in probably a shorter amount of effort and time. You know what I'm saying? And like, you have to look at your life. You have to look at the time you're spending in life. If you're not having fun anymore, but you're just doing the events and you're doing these daily commissions so that you can afford a free character, but you're not having fun, why? What are you doing? Go work in an ice cream shop. You know, go pick some bottles off the beach, or do something. Make a couple dollars, and you can make up for all that time that you're not having fun. Go play some other games, you know? And I think when that starts happening, people will also realize, well, maybe there's some awesome other games out there. And you know, the crazy thing is, at the end of it all, Tower Fantasy is coming. And if Tower Fantasy does decently well, and people are achieving new things and chasing new things, maybe they stop logging into this account so much. But also, they're competing with themselves with Honkai Star Rail, and then they're making another one, Zenless Zone Zero. And if they're good, and people like the combat of Genshin, and this is what they're into, maybe Zenless Zone Zero does better. Maybe it's a better game. And when Genshin Impact first came out, right, I heard about Blue Protocol. Like a month into this game, people are like, oh, you keep your eye on Blue Protocol, that's going to change everything. It's been 2 years, it doesn't exist yet. But what if it does? What if it does come out in another year or so? Is everyone going to stick on Genshin? Probably not. And, you know, I don't know, I just feel like, maybe MiHoYo is going to succeed, and a lot of people are still going to find this game popular, and they're going to bring in new people all the time, and new players are going to have a blast checking out Liyue, Inazuma, Sumeru, all of these things, back to back to back to back. They're going to have a blast. But I think a lot of veteran players are going to be the ones that are gone. And there's going to be new communities that form, and new content creators that pop up. But I just don't see how the veterans and people like myself that, you know, it's kind of our job to cover every little thing of this game, how we can stay doing that when there is nothing else to say. Sumeru has an opportunity to excite and delight players and give us an opportunity to feel like all of our efforts have mattered. But at the end of the day, if all we get is another area to explore, and with the rampant addiction that we do have when there is something to explore, I can imagine Sumeru will be kind of like the chasm. Some people were getting 95%, even 100% exploration in a day or two. Now, even if Sumeru is this big, what is that going to be for the very excited players? 6 days? 7 days? 9? Depends how much they time gate us. But it might not be as, crazy as you might think. And there's nothing wrong with playing a game and then moving on. And playing a game and then quitting. Enjoying it and then being okay with it being over. And that might be how players start treating Genshin Impact. Instead of doing the daily commissions and being so invested in the game long term, people might play, enjoy a region, and leave. And if that's the case, I might be one of them. I want to check out Sumeru, but I can't keep my sanity pretending to have fun for an entire year to see Natlin. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that if that is the case, that you guys are here to hopefully enjoy some of the other games that are coming. Whether it's Honkai Star Rail, whether it's Zenless Zone Zero, whether it's Tower of Fantasy. I really feel like this might be closing in on the end for a lot of people and for Genshin Impact. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.